Hi guys, welcome to new part of multithreading. So today's topic is sleep and its internal concept. Okay, so let's start with our topic. Okay, so basically what we are going to learn as a part of this video. Okay, so first of all, first topic will be its syntax of all sleep methods and its definition. Okay, so what are the different types of sleep methods implemented, and what is the definition of it, what how sleep method works and all. Okay, use of sleep method as a second point I can say. Okay, and third point again, concept behind the sleep method. Okay, so what are the different concepts which is internally implemented while using sleep method, or we can use it while using sleep method I can say. Okay, so let's see the definition. Okay, sleep method is used to current pause execution of current thread for a specific amount of time. Okay, so if we want to stop pause execution of a current thread, okay, so current thread is executing, we want to pause that current thread, then we can use sleep method. Okay, and it is always called on the current execution of the thread, not on any other thread, always remember. Okay, okay, so there are two different implementation of sleep with a parameter as long, which is native method. Okay, so this is the native method, and one implemented method of sleep which is having long as milliseconds. Again here also long value which is milliseconds, and after that nanoseconds. Okay, so here, so these are the basic two implementation, and both throws the interrupted exceptions. Okay, so let see with little pseudo how it works. So okay, some main thread is executing, so at certain point of time we called sleep for 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so 1000 milliseconds means 1 second. Okay, so at this point of time, or at line number 9, current thread will, or I can say main thread will wait for 1 second or pause for 1 second, and then afterwards it will start executing. Okay, so let's see some example. Okay, okay, so we will implement one business logic and we will see how it works. Okay, so I'm just creating a class to test sleep, uh, or it looks awkward, so I will write test sleep. Just I have written some class name. Okay, so okay, so I have created a test sleep class, and we know that this is the main thread. Okay, so whenever a main thread will start executing, our current method, our main method will start means that main thread will start executing this main method. Okay, so start, we will print something here, sys out. Okay, okay, main method started. Okay, and then main method ends. Okay, so it's a simple, fair, simple uh, to sys out what I have executed. Okay, so now I want to see that how we can implement it. Okay, so we will write thread dot sleep, okay, of some time, okay, and it throws, so we have to add interrupted exception, okay. So that I have done, okay. Now let's see how it works, okay. So this is little bit more, make it 2000. If I will keep 10,000, it's too much, okay. So see, main thread has started, then main thread has ended. After 2 milliseconds, it will start executing. Okay. So this how it will work. Okay. Now we got it. We will proceed with the same example. So let's go to our presentation. Okay. So okay, concept. So we have some concept as well. Okay. So we will understand these concept from these 4 points. Okay, so there is, we saw two business. Okay, so let's go ahead little, okay, and we will see there are two methods we saw. Okay, so I implemented this method, first method. Okay, so basically this second method also internally calls this method only. Okay, so when I use this method, okay, so when I will be calling sleep on some millisecond and some nanosecond, so this sleep will happen for this millisecond plus this nanosecond. Okay, so this implementation internally uses this sleep method only. Okay, so that's what we were trying to explain as a part of uh, means in the first line here, like this sleep method, this method internally calls itna to pause the current execution of the thread. Okay, so I think so first point is clear. So let's go to second point. Okay, sorry. Thread sleep does not lose any monitor. Okay, so this is again one of the point. Actually we have not learnt about monitor till now, but this point you will try to understand more in depth when we learn about monitor. Monitor is nothing but it's, you can understand it, it's a type of lock. Okay, so you can think of a lock. Okay, so when we call sleep on an specific thread, the lock is not released. Okay, the lock acquired by that thread will not be released. Okay, lose any monitor or lock current thread has acquired. Okay, so you understand, once a thread is executing and if we, and that thread has acquired any lock on any object, and if we call sleep on that thread, the lock of that specific object will not get released. Okay, so that is the crux of this second point. Okay, sleep always pauses the current executing thread. Okay, so this is again one good point. Okay, so if we call sleep with the help of some other thread as well. Okay, so let's see again with the example. Okay, so let's see here, we have two threads. Okay, one main thread and I have created a child thread as well. Okay, now this main thread is also executing and child thread is also printing some sys out. Okay, but if I execute like this, okay, let's see first what it's executing. Okay, so here main thread is executing 5 times, child thread is also executing, means main thread is printing 5 times and child thread is also printing 5 times. Okay, but what will happen if I call here thread 1 dot sleep? If I call here also thread 1 dot sleep, what will happen here? if I will call like this, we will see the result. Okay, so child thread will always execute first. Okay, because even though if we are calling this sleep, it is called on the main thread only, it's not calling on the child thread. Okay, so whenever we call sleep method, it always executes in the current thread. Okay, so that's what is the third point. Sleep always pauses the current thread execution. Okay, and fourth point, sleep method will throw exception if we'll pass any illegal argument. Okay, so let's check with the old example. If I passes a negative value, or so sleep will always take a proper integer value, and it should be greater than 0. It has to be greater than 0. Okay, so let's execute this program. Okay, so we will get illegal argument exception. Okay, time value should not be negative. Okay, so that's what is the fourth point. Like, we should not be passing any negative value. Okay, so this was the only concept which I was trying to explain. I think so. Hope you guys would have understood all the topics. If you like this video, kindly subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can able to get further notification. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for watching this video once again. Okay.